If you're looking for budget-friendly summer decor ideas, you're in the right place. Today's video is all about 4 easy summer projects that you can make on a budget. So let's get started. So I'm starting with this ceramic heart-shaped dish from the Dollar Tree and this beautiful napkin that I got from my friend Katie. I think Katie gave me this one. And I'll be painting that with one good coat of this multi-surface paint, and after that dried, I'm going to cut my napkin in 2 halves and then another 2 halves, and this is how we will be using the napkin. This napkin has 2 extra plies, so you want to make sure that you take both of them off, only leaving the top layer. And now I'm just applying some Mod Podge to the surface, and I spread that until it got very tacky. And I saw my friend Brandy, she spritz her napkin. She is the decoupage queen, guys. You have to check her out. She spritz her napkin before she lay it down on the surface. And this is where I'm telling you that you have to make sure that you remove all of your plies, because once you put that down, if there's an extra ply there that should have been removed, then that is going to get stick to your surface, and then the top layer, which is the section that you want, that part is just going to be lifted up. So I place the napkin down and use a fan brush and just kind of brush that in. Make sure that all the air bubbles came out. Now if you want your decoupage to look wrinkled and all of that, full of character, by all means you can just leave it with the crinkle. You can also brush it out as you saw me doing to make sure that it was smooth. And once I got all of that done, I used the heat gun to dry that, because we can't use a heat press here. This surface is not flat. Then I just trimmed off the excess and use a little bit more Mod Podge underneath there and then folded it over. Welcome to the channel, my friends. My name is Christine and you are watching Divine Designs. If this is your first time, welcome. I am so happy that you decided to join us here today. So this paper flowers, I got this from Amazon, and I selected these 3 because we're going to make a little bouquet. And the wire that's on it, I'm just using one end to wrap around my stems. And then to cover that, I'm using a piece of jute cord. I just wrap that around a few times and to cover the wire, and then trim that off, and we have ourselves a little bouquet. And I just use a little hot glue to glue down the end of the jute cord after I snip that off. Now our little bouquet is ready. And glue that down. And then here is our vase. I took a piece of brown paper, just cut that down in a V shape, and then I just used the sponge with a little antique wax to distress the edge of our paper. And just to give it a little embellishment, I took the pen and just drew some dotted lines across that and glue that over our stem to cover that. And that is our vase, my friends. If you enjoy budget-friendly crafting like these, seasonal decor, farmhouse decor, then you are in the right place. Made a small bow, tailless bow, glue that down right below our flowers, and this is done. Cute plus tax. And I made 2 of them. Let me know what you think about this. Love these. This is Anything Summer, hosted by Donna from Donna's DIYs and Things, and myself. And we have our guest host, CJ from CJ DIYs, and Emily from Farm Charm Chic. A special thanks to all of our creators participating in the Anything Summer Challenge, and our guest hosts for joining us this month. A link to their channels as well as the playlist will be down in my description box below. Now this is a trash to treasure. This is a fiber gummy ring jar that I had my vitamins in, and of course this was from last year and I don't throw anything out. So I removed the label and it was very sticky, so I'm using some Goo Gone. You can find this at the Dollar Tree, and I use that to remove the stickiness from the jar. And now I'm going to place the cover underneath the bottom of the jar. So I'm just using some hot glue to glue that down. And it fit so snug, like a bug in a rug, as my friend Wendy would say. So now I'm just cleaning that off, cleaning off the oil and all of that, and then using another layer of the hot glue just to secure that. Now I'm not worried about the hot glue there because I'm going to cover that up. And then just to prep the surface for painting, I use the sanding block to just sand that down. Next, to cover the word oily or ollie that was engraved in the cover, I use some caulking and just apply that over the surface to smooth it out. And I will be mixing these two paint, Folk Art Matte in Ivory White and Multi-Surface Vintage White, along with a little caulking just to give it some texture. I gave it 2 good coats, allowed 1 coat to dry first and then went over it again with a second coat. But for the second coat I used the dabber to dab that on. So a few days ago I used my silicone molds and air dry clay to make some roses and leaves, and these are the paints that I'll be using to paint them. Bright and summery colors. I won't let you watch me paint all of these. If we haven't met yet, my name is Christine, and if you are coming over from any of the other channel and this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you consider subscribing and sticking around. On this channel, we do lots of budget-friendly crafting, seasonal crafts, home decor, you name it, you can find it right here. So we have our jar all dried. I left it overnight to dry, and now I'm ready to embellish. So I wanted to cover up that bottom section there, so I just went around it with some jute cord right around all the way down until I was done, closely wrapping the jute together so I don't see any of the white peeking through. And now I'm taking some green paint, the same paints that I used earlier, and I'm just drawing in some stems or vines, and we are going to place our flowers on top of these as well as our leaves. So after I drew my branches in, now I'm going to just glue down the roses and the leaves arbitrarily, just finding the right spot to glue them in, and I'm using the hot glue for that. And I will just go around and glue all of them on until I was satisfied. I love the textured 3D effect of this vase. Beautiful. I love how the roses and the branches, not the branches, the leaves just pop off of the surface. Next, I took a piece of flower foam, glued that inside the vase, and I cut down these hydrangea that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we're just sticking those in there. And then I'm adding some extra greenery right around in between the spaces just to fill that up and give it volume. And this little vase is done. Now here is our next inspiration. Now I got this from the Dollar Tree and I've had this in my stash. I am not going to do much with this, all because I am tired. But what I will do is that I will remove that gold leaf that is on the inside. So I'm removing the staples, and guys, these are well stapled. it took me quite some effort to get those out. So now I'm just ripping off the leaf. I'm going to set that aside because of course we don't throw anything out around here, and that will come in very handy one day. And the glue that had that glue down was very, very strong. I used some heat and my spatula to remove that. And here I'm just cleaning down the glass, making sure that when I replace the inside, it's not very spotty. And now I'm just going to take some antique wax to just darken the frame a little. Like I said, I'm not going to do much. Now this is a graphic that I had created in Canva. I believe this is linked down in my description box below. If you want to get that, you can just click on the link. And what I did was just trim off the excess white. These are little pieces of canvas that came in that canvas pad from the Dollar Tree. And I had this left, so I'm just trying to make it work. So I cut down the border, and I'm trying to fit it around my frame here because I want to cover up the excess black that will be shown after I put my graphic down. So here I'm just using some tacky glue now to glue down the canvas strip, and I will glue that all the way around the frame or the backing, and then glue down my graphic. And the graphic was printed on regular printing paper, nothing fancy, just regular paper. I printed that on. Next, to glue my graphic down, I use the same tacky glue. Now here you can use school glue. I would not recommend the hot glue because that is going to create a bump, and we don't want that. We want our surface to be flat. So use a lot of school glue or your tacky glue and put that down. You can also, I would say you could also use wood glue because it's like liquid form. So anything liquid will go on easier. And then after I got that down, I just used my hand to smooth that out. And then to give me some distressed edge, I took the antique wax again and the same sponge I used earlier, and just went around the border of the paper just to kind of blend that in with the color of the canvas. And once I got that done, it was now ready to embellish even further. So I got these little pearl beads. They come in a pack from the Dollar Tree, and I cut 2 of them in halves, and we're going to glue those at either corner. But before I did that, I decided to make a tiny bow with this lace ribbon that I had. I just used a piece of the floral wire to secure the middle. I wasn't worried that I was using the wire because we're going to cover that. And once I got my bow done, I glued that right at the top in the center. And there I have my little beads on each corner. I'm going to glue those down as well. I got a little flower, glue that in the middle of our bow, and that's it for the bow. And I'm just gluing down our little beads. Now that is done, I am going to put this back in just using some hot glue on the 4 corners and glue that down. I don't want this permanent because if I decide to change it, then I'm gonna have issues trying to opening it. And this is done, my friends. Let me know what you think about this one. Now for this one, I would not even call this a DIY. This is like a bonus clip. I got this little decor piece from the Dollar Tree, and I thought it needed a little color to match with the colors of this video. So I'm taking some of the yellow paint and painting in my sunflower leaves. I took some stain and stained the outside, and I painted both the sides, both the front and the back, and this one is done. Here comes our scripture, Deuteronomy 28:13 and 14. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail, if you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God that I give you this day and carefully follow them. You will always be at the top, never at the bottom. Do not turn aside from any of the commands I give you today, to the right or to the left, following other gods and serving them. Now that was Moses' instruction to the people of Israel which is the same for us today. Now here is the final reveal of everything that I did today. Guys, don't forget to check out the playlist down below, as well as the host channels and guest host channels, and let me know which one of these was your favorite as you enjoy the rest of this final reveal. And if you have not subscribed yet, now would be a great time to do that. Do so before you leave, and don't forget to like, hype, share, comment, share this video to those who are crafty like yourself. And if you enjoy content like this, be sure to bookmark this video, add it to your watch later so you can watch that after you get done watching this playlist. Stay safe, my friends, and I'll catch you in my next one.